Today I wanted to give my thoughts on a rather unusual topic. It's about uh, falling in love. Falling in love with someone and to the point where you become blind. I'll just give one example, but obviously I'll not reveal the identity. Okay? Now I apparently through my life I've made lots and lots of mistakes, lots, more than a normal average person. And I think because I'm impulsive and because I do things fast, I take risks, make a lot of mistakes. Now many of you look at me as a very smart intellect who uses logic, but everyone, all of us know, with amazing plus points, we have amazing minus points also. One of my biggest drawbacks, has been emotional decisions. And every single time I've made emotional mistakes. Every single time. There have been more emotional mistakes, especially where relationships are concerned, than anything else. And primarily where marriage partners were concerned. Not this one, but the previous ones. So this particular girl that I'm talking about, I actually had decided to marry her. Western female. Okay? I'll not give specifics because I don't want her to be found out. Western female. And I'll tell you, she was such a sweet, such an amazing, such a loving, such a caring person. And she had children, okay? Now, these two kids of hers, boys, they were minding their own business, and I was friendly with the mother. And she was not old, she was younger than me, and everything was fine. And we were really close, I'll tell you that, we were really close, okay? We shared common views, we had creative ideas. She was also an influencer like me online, but she was far better. She was doing pretty well. So everything was going on fine. And I used to always wonder, this beautiful girl, she is smart, she is cute, she is successful. Why is she single? I just couldn't, it didn't make sense. I was like, it just didn't make sense. I used to always ask her, you're so amazing, why are you single? Now obviously she didn't turn out to be a serial killer, but I'll tell you what was wrong. So everything was fine. We both had decided we are going to get along and eventually we'll get engaged and then we'll look for marriage. Now when I was in it, I was so into it, I couldn't find any drawbacks, no matter how hard I looked. And I tried asking people, I asked my friends, I asked well-wishers. None of us could figure out something was wrong, but all of them said, Loy, there is something wrong. And I was like, what is it? But they were not able to pinpoint. They said, Loy, we just feel something is wrong. Not everyone, one or two people. See, the thing is, when you are emotionally involved with someone or in love with an idea or love with a person, you don't see any drawbacks. Whether it's starting a new business, whether it's starting a new relationship, whether it's starting anything. We are so in love with that idea, that purchase or that proposal. So same way for me also, I was madly in love with her. However, once we got close, eventually the bad side started to reveal itself. Number one was this female was addicted to sex. She wanted sex like crazy. I'll just go for a shower. When I come out, she'll be like, come, I want to fuck this and that. And she would just come and, okay, once, twice, but every single time, okay, number one, sex. And sex, suppose I'm working. When I'm doing work, I want to focus on work. She'll come, hey baby, come, and she'll just sit and I want to fuck right now and this and that. And not just sex, she wanted to try weird stuff, like the kinky stuff. You can just use your imagination. Okay, fine. The second thing was, she had this sense of entitlement which was really bad. Everything I have should also belong to her. Whether it's my iMac, whether it's my MacBook Pro, whatever I have, she should also get. She didn't have very many things because she had to spend on her two sons. So she used to constantly take my things. Just fucking irritating. The next one was, wherever I went, she wanted to hang out with me. So I had no privacy of any sort. And then if I would ask for privacy, she would say, okay, now it's my turn. I would say, okay, fine, you go. And then she would go on for hours and hours and like simply drag it on just to rub it on my face. Okay. Then as I got to know her more and more, I found more weird habits. She would walk around naked in the house with her sons. She would just go from the shower, she would walk naked as if it's normal. And I would look at her walking naked, her sons just walking as if nothing is. And I would ask her like, how are you walking naked? Saying, Loy, these are my sons. They don't look at me sexually. For me, I was like, what? And then on top of that, we had these boys. She had her 2 sons. They would bring their girlfriends for having sex at home. And mind you, these are teenage boys. So one boy would be in one room, another boy in another room. And they would be having sex, and you could hear the voice, they having sex. And sometimes they would play loud music, and we didn't wonder what the fuck is this, you know. See, I like things to be in order. The way she had brought them up was different. There was a massive cultural difference. And whenever they would speak, they would shout and scream at the mother, what the fuck, and you shut the fuck up, you motherfucker, this and that. And I was like, oh my goodness, what the fuck is all this? And tempers would flare and all that. So eventually, what made me change all this was when they started hurling racial slurs at me. You motherfucking Indian, fucking what third world country cunt. And you know why did they get angry with me? Because I had my own separate internet connection, which was high speed. They had a low speed one. I was using my own. I was not using theirs also. And theirs was down. So they got pissed off. And they thought first I was using it. When they realized, first they were shouting at that. And when they let them know that I'm not using theirs, they're like, oh, so you're trying to show off, motherfucker, and this and that. And I couldn't take it. I was like, this is fucking crazy, man. And then I think finally where I got glad that I left them is when I found out that they are into pot, smoking weed and this and that, and going for all these adult parties where they have alcohol, booze, drugs, and I'm like, fuck, I can't take all this shit. See, so overall I gave you a complete story. Now you obviously will be say, fuck Loy, who the fuck would want to get into all this? You'll be surprised to know everything what I told you, the bad side, none of it was visible for 1 year. For the 1 year that I dated her and got to know her, the full 1 year, not a single drawback was shown. She just managed to somehow keep it under the rugs. I didn't see it, I didn't notice it, and even if they did it, they kept it hiding. It's only after breaking up, this female who used to talk to me about values, spirituality, being single, I found out from other people that she was busy fucking every guy she could find, and she was crazy about money, and she was into drugs and all that shit. But you see how she managed to hide that facade. I'm telling you, for the 1 year that I was with her, I didn't know, and even her friends who were meeting, I thought they were all nice people. Later on I found out they all are fucking psychos, because I was to mind my own business. So why am I sharing this story with you? The reason I'm sharing this is to let you know that when you are in love, when you are crazy about something, when you are fascinated about something, or when someone has made up their mind to con you or cheat you, there is no way you can find the truth. So it's very, very important that you be cautious. It's very important that you keep your cards close to your chest. I'm lucky that I didn't sign the dotted line. I'm lucky that I didn't give her access to my finance. Yes, I did spend money on her. Yes, I did give her some money here and there. But that is comparatively less then what would happen if I did get married to her? Fuck, I would be destroyed. Today in hindsight, I'm so glad, I am so fucking glad that I never married. In fact, not just her, so many of my exes, not just, all of them were not psychotic or mad, but there were some crazy ones. So all I just want to tell you is, see, in my case, I was lucky that I didn't marry someone like this. But there are so many people who are not lucky. There are so many people who took the leap of faith. In fact, I know one of my friends who is a professional, a scientist. He ended up marrying this female who is also a scientist. Both are educated. Everything was fine until, they decided to get divorced. They have children. This female made sure she took around 40 million of his assets. Everything that he had, she took it all away. And I personally know the guy. He's a nice man, huh? He's a good man. But she made court cases on him. She framed him for falsely assaulting her, raping her, hitting her. Made all these fucking claims. He went through, I think, 8 years of hell with the law. 8 years just to get a divorce from her. It was only after she took every single penny of his. Imagine 40 million, huh? Took dollars, took everything. Okay. And on top of that, now he has to also pay alimony. He has to pay for her maintenance. Obviously, I can't give you specific details. And that also, when they were married, or when they were in love, oh, she was such a sweet, nice woman. I personally met her. But when things became ugly, fuck, she became, I don't know what the fuck she became. And I know this guy personally. I know him in and out. And I'll tell you, he's a good man. Now, he's completely destroyed. She made sure that he lost his job. She made sure that he lost his respect in society, his name. So bottom line, what I'm trying to tell you is this. Be careful on the decisions you make emotionally. Don't think that just because you make it an emotional decision, that maybe it's right. Maybe it'll be the biggest mistake of your life. That is why for so many men and women, it's better to remain single than get into a relationship. In fact, I also know horror stories of women who ended up marrying a guy. Everything was peaceful and nice. But later on, he turned out to be a abuser, drinker, drug addict. One case that I even know is the female trusted the guy, got married to him, everything was great, until one day she had to go for a checkup and she found out she has AIDS. And she was shocked. And later on, when they tested the husband, they found he got AIDS. And then when you connect the dots, because of the husband getting AIDS, because he was sleeping around, she got AIDS. What do you do? Who do you blame? So, there are so many horror stories of even men who have cheated a woman and taken all their money and run away and left them on the road and married a girl who was half their age. It never ends. So I'm not trying to say men are bad or women are bad. All I'm telling you is just be careful. Just be careful when you take emotional decisions, because maybe whom you thought was God's gift or whatever can actually be a disaster. I know what you're thinking. Oh, Eloy, what about this one? Anything is possible. Yeah? Anything is possible. But I know this one will not be because of her parents, of her family, of her upbringing. I'm lucky. I'll just tell you, I'm plain lucky. That's all I am. Had it been somebody else, I don't know, would have got destroyed by now. So, through this video, I just want to caution you, just be careful of life, especially where emotional decisions are, come into play. And just because you're smart or just because you're intelligent, remember, you can make one mistake, and that mistake is emotional, by choosing the wrong partner, and that person can result in your total, utter and complete destruction. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, guys, take care. This is me signing off. Ciao.